What's up, bestie? If this video found you, then Spirit wants to communicate. So, chill out, we're just gonna vibe out together, like a pair of pals over a cup of tea. You just relax and I'll dish out the tea. How's that sound? Good? Alright. Spirit's been showing me a dream capture lately, so I'm not sure if you've been having some interesting dreams lately. You could be dreaming about someone, or you could just be healing in your sleep. Spirit, tell us what's the tea? Ooh. Well, it looks like I'm speaking to a Queen of Swords, so you could definitely be of either gender, but this is letting me know that you don't put up with any ish. If someone comes towards you in the wrong way, then you're not afraid to speak your mind. You're someone that can dash other people off quite quickly. You're someone that's a little bit feisty, but you've definitely earned your stripes. You've earned your confidence, and you're not afraid to say what you want to say. And I do get the feeling that you have gone to the next level, especially when it comes to confidence. It feels like you've gone to a new timeline where you kind of could be questioning yourself a bit, like, oh, well, what do I do now then? What's next? What's happening now? Like, I've closed out the past, but nothing new's really come in yet. Spirit is saying there is something here. There is a new opportunity coming in. I keep hearing October for you. And I'm getting the feeling that there could be, contracts coming in. It's going to be a busy month. There is something here specifically that is going to rise your confidence like never before. You're going to have your tires pumped up. Solar plexus energy here for you. But it does look like there is someone who is wanting to dash your confidence. You have a rival in your cards. You have a rival here. So this King of Pentacles in reverse. We're getting Taurus energy. Heavy Capricorn energy, heavy fire sign energy here. Leo could be relevant. I am hearing G sounding names. I'm also hearing A sounding names as well. Could be relevant. The number 33 could resonate for you. But anyway, this person, this is someone who definitely wants to humble you. This is someone that is quite competitive. This could be like a skeezy boss or something like that. This person isn't giving me a good energy. So this is definitely someone you might need to watch out for. But you're living rent-free in this person's mind. It's almost like an enemy that's actually a secretly obsessed fan. Like someone's a little bit of a stalker. Someone's watching you a little bit too closely. And it's almost as though this person kind of wants to dictate to you what you can and can't say. This person thinks they're some kind of communist dictator over your life. Like, oh, you're not allowed to say that in your own space. You can say this, but you can't say that. You always have to agree with me. Oh, you have to run that by me first. That is the kind of energy this person's giving. It's almost like they want to Kim Jong-un you every step of the way. And it's just like, bro, who are you? Get out of my energy. Yeah, you might need to employ boundaries with this person because they seem like a bit of a nutter. It's like they are really fixated on you. And for some reason, it's like they are giving me this energy where they're a little bit unhinged and they think that you're saying something that's, causing them issues. It's like they want to come towards you with a real serious debate or conversation and literally call you out about something here. And you're not going to really care. It kind of seems like you're going to be over here like, doop-de-doop-de-doo, I'm in my trickster energy. I ain't taking you seriously. I'm not taking this entire situation seriously at all. And it's like they want you to respect them. They want you to treat them quite seriously because they take themselves way too seriously. It's like this person has some kind of ego problem. It's like, It's almost giving like inferiority complex dash. Oh, what's the other one? Where someone's full of themselves, but underneath they're quite insecure and they know that they're not that special. That's the kind of energy this person is giving. Yeah, this person thinks they're an emperor, but they're literally not. They're just a King of Pentacles in reverse. This definitely seems like a competitor. And they're giving me a sort of strange energy. Like, when you can tell there's something off about someone, but you don't have any evidence as to why? That's the kind of energy this person's giving. It's like they could be some kind of predator or something. That's the kind of energy we're getting from this. Ew. Yeah, so it's like this person wants to control how you view yourself. It's kind of like they want your confidence knocked down a few pegs, because not only is this person a competitor, I also do get the feeling that they want to knock your confidence down to a low level so you give them a shot or give them a chance. Gross. This could be someone's skeezy boss. This person's definitely talking mad-ish about you, and they're worried that you're going to surpass them in some kind of way, especially when it comes to your wisdom and what you know and, you know, your work ethic. And I do get the sense that you are going to give them something to cry about soon. They are going to be left in the dust when it comes to your brilliance and your talents. And that's the problem they're having. It's almost giving me almost like a misogynistic kind of energy. Like if you're a woman watching this could be some kind of misogynist that, you know, wants you weak. That's the kind of energy. If you're a male watching this, then this could be some kind of girl boss or something like that. Tell me more, Spirit. Yeah, I think there's a little offsider here as well. This person has an offsider who's also watching you. So this person could have a partner. They're certainly giving me the kind of energy where they're a little bit feral. In Australia, we call it deros. I'm not sure if you call it that in other countries, like white trash, but in Australia, we call them deros. So you have some deros watching you here. And I'm getting the feeling that you don't want anything to do with these people, but they're so up in your energy. And you know what I'm saying here with this new timeline that you're coming into? I am kind of seeing that there's a little bit of a character arc happening here. So character arcs, like, you know, in like all of the greatest movies of all time, like the best movies in history always have a character arc. So there's usually a main character that's going through some ish. Like the main character's going through some pain and suffering. And then there's the point in the story where they kind of switch the tables around and they kind of go for gold. That is the kind of energy you're giving me. You might be approaching a character arc. The best way I can describe this is like the movie Legally Blonde. Basically everyone's seen it. How she gets dumped by a boyfriend and then she kind of takes the path of vengeance. She's like, right, I'll show you how valuable Elle Woods can be. And so she studies really hard. She gets into Harvard and then she becomes an iconic lawyer. And then the douchebag boyfriend comes back and she doesn't even want him anymore. She's just like, no, because my new manifestations are so much better than that. And I discovered like the true grit within myself. So there wasn't really any need for forgiveness. It's not like Elle Woods would have achieved what she achieved if she had just sat around in a dark room crying and meditating and, forgiving everyone. No. Forgiveness comes as a side benefit when you really transmute something. Sometimes success is the best revenge. And so Spirit is saying, where is your character arc? Are you going through some pain right now, bestie? If so, build that business. Write that book. Figure out ways to build that dream house. Figure out ways to travel. Because it feels like you're approaching your character arc. Anyway, with each new character arc comes a new rival. So don't be surprised if this MFer comes out of the blue, comes out of the woodwork and tries to drag you down. But you know what? No one above you ever seems to come for you. It's only people that are well beneath you. So just bear that in mind. I do get the sense that I'm speaking to an empath. It does feel like you're a powerful mirror where people do kind of project their insecurities onto you. You're kind of just sitting there doing nothing wrong, and then, people are getting offended by you because you're reflecting back to them the kind of unhealed traumas they're putting onto you and projecting at you. You know? That's the kind of energy you're giving me anyway. It's like you're always getting into trouble just because you're a walking mirror. You're just a bit of a disruptor. You're a provocateur. And people always seem to have an issue with that, even though you're helping them to heal. You're helping them to see the issues they need to work on. But sometimes People can be so pig-headed that they'll just blame you instead of seeing that you're actually helping them. So let's see what else is going on in the energy. Yeah, I feel as though you're in that kind of unbothered era where you're like, I don't give an F. Like, whoever wants to try and bring me down, come at me. Because this isn't my first rodeo. Like, I've gone through some ish before, so nothing can really faze me now. Like, no one can really faze me. And you're coming into this beautiful time of hyper independence. And I just feel as though you're going to be working on a lasting legacy. It's like you could be sitting around thinking about what are you going to leave behind on this planet. You could be kind of questioning your own mortality at the moment. Like, oh, time's ticking on a bit. Probably not going to be a human forever. So what am I going to leave behind to the planet? What is my special thing? What is my special ingredient that I want to leave behind? And it's kind of like you are working on something that you know it requires a bit of time. It's not going to happen overnight. And so you're happy to just chip away. I feel as though you're in no rush. It's like you're building your empire one brick at a time. It's like, you know when you build a database, almost like YouTube videos, and it's not like you're going to upload trash content every day. I mean, some people do, but it's not like you're going to do that, but you know that it's going to require some effort and longevity. You're in it for the long game, you know? What else, Spirit? Oh, yeah, it kind of feels like these people, or this person in particular, they think that you know something. You could actually be a tarot reader, but it's like your gift is spooking them out. They could even be dreaming about you at the moment, and they're like, oh, what is this sorcery? Did you put some kind of spell on me? It's just like, no, you're just intuitive. Not everyone has the same gifts and talents as you, and that's okay. I'm getting the sense that you're making this person feel as though they're some kind of muggle. Like, they thought they were special until you came along. And then you kind of just blew them out the water with, you know, your authenticity and your predictions. It's kind of like you're the real deal. And some people can't handle that. Some people can't handle a powerful person. They feel a little bit intimidated. Oh, it's kind of like they want you to be insecure. It's like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Should I be less confident? Should I not love myself as much? Should I be humble in your presence, sir? Or should I bow in your honor? That's not going to happen. What else, Spirit? Let's jump into the oracle cards and see what's going on. Ooh, you're walking away from the past. You are done with the drama. You are done with anyone that's going to bring you negativity. You're clearing it all out. For some reason, I'm seeing boxes in a house. So you could be chucking out old items or getting ready to move or something. But this is saying moving on, ending cycles, lessons learned, coming full circle. So yeah, you're definitely walking away. You could have done some kind of cord cutting recently, and your ancestors are saying, yep, that was the one. It worked this time. What else? Yeah, you still have some kind of energy vampire here that's lurking around in the shadows. What do they want? Yeah, this could definitely be a spiteful fire sign that we're getting here. It's definitely someone who is a little bit nervous by you. A little bit nervous. Because you've cultivated your own inner peace. And you're not letting anyone get to you. You're not letting anyone mess with this newfound peace. You are the phoenix over here. And you're getting ready to fly. You're getting ready to launch something. You've cultivated inner peace on a daily basis in quiet, meditative moments. Focus on the stillness within and enjoy this inner refuge. Others will feel your good vibes. And your life will flow more easily. So this is the kind of energy that you're coming into now. Oh, expect some volatility. Of course, some people are going to come at you with their BS. You know, you're going to upset a few people by the looks of it. Because you're going to be out here telling the truth. And everyone can't handle the truth, even though they say they can. They can't. So yes, tempers might be flaring. The energy has kind of been like that. But you know, just block out the noise. There's some people here that are comparing themselves to you because you're more creative. They want to steal your ideas. They want to siphon off your energy. 333. You know what? That's kind of eerie because I was actually going to mention that 333 has been coming up for me in my mind for you all day. So this is about your potential. This is saying your chance to reach your highest of potential is here. Perseverance has gotten you to where you are. You have been through so much, and this guidance is here to show you that you are exactly where you need to be right now. You're exactly where you need to be. The new chapter's coming in. Yeah, someone could definitely breach your boundaries. There could be a breach in boundaries that's coming up. So there could be a need to kind of ignore people or just kind of put your horse blinkers on. It's like, oh, I don't want to communicate with you. Oh, leave me alone. That kind of energy. What else, Spirit? You could be in recovery at the moment. You could be recovering from an illness or a cold or an injury or even like an addiction. But I get the sense that for some reason I'm hearing fresh air. So it's like Spirit's urging you to get some fresh air at the moment. Maybe like open the blinds instead of sitting in a dark room. Let the fresh air in, they're saying. Air spirits are coming through. What else? Education. So you could be learning something new soon. Getting ready to start some kind of new course or, you know, education endeavor. But you're going to be hyper-focused, especially if you've had issues with ADHD. It's like you're going to be figuring out how to be a master of your own focus. I can definitely relate to that. Yeah, it looks like there could be some kind of incoming career change here. With the lighthouse, this is often powerful imagery. Let me just Google what it is. I can't remember what it is off the top of my mind. Hopefully this application doesn't close. One sec, bestie. I've got YouTube open. Wait, one sec. Okay, lighthouse imagery evokes a range of symbolic meanings, primarily centered around guidance, hope, and resilience. They represent overcoming challenges, offering a beacon in times of darkness, and providing direction in turbulent situations. Here's a more detailed breakdown. Break it down now. Overcoming adversity. The lighthouse, standing firm against storms, represents the ability to overcome challenges and emerge stronger. Yes. In conclusion, lighthouse imagery is rich with symbolism, primarily representing guidance, hope, and resilience. Yeah, it's all about overcoming adversity. So the hard part, you've gotten over that slump now. I feel as though you've overcome so much, especially if you were going through some kind of heartbreak. It's like that heartbreak made you. It turned you into the person that you were meant to become, Queen of Swords. So thank the losers from the past because they gave you that grit and that resilience to push forward and build your empire. That's what it's feeling like. There seems like there's going to be a lot of invitations coming up, and Spirit is saying just say yes, because it feels like there's going to be some kind of domino effect happening soon. Interesting hand signal. I've been seeing this all day. So it's like, you could be coming into a time of power and dominance. Other people are going to be really listening to you. That's what it seems like. Illuminati vibes. What else, Spirit? Yeah, you could be getting a cold or something soon. You might have to put up with a temperature, or you could just be snuggling in bed with a pet. The Spirit is saying they might be slowing you down for a reason, so that you can clear your mind from all the clutter, all the junk, all the past limitations. Now is the time to get rid of all your limitations, everything that's been holding you back. Like, society wants us to have limitations. They want us to be good little peasants and to think that nothing's possible and that we can't implement change, we can't live our dream lives. But that's not the case. They just need people to run the machines. That's it. So get rid of all your limitations. Even limitations like depression. Society likes to tell us that, ooh, we're powerless against mental health issues like depression. You're not powerless. You're not. You can take back control of your own mind. So it kind of seems like you're doing something slowly. You're on the slow grind. Buddhism could be relevant, or you could be learning about different cultures, or learning a new language soon. Seems like you're coming into a time of freedom. This is saying that you are getting there, one steady step at a time, with a little bit of effort, a little bit of elbow grease. So what else? Yeah, so your dreams seem to be quite significant at the moment. Someone could be sending you daggers in the dream space. Pay attention to the symbols in your dreams though. Maybe have a journal next to your bed. I have been seeing this fire element a lot lately. It kind of feels like you could be going on some kind of, adventure soon where you might be celebrating something, going near a bonfire, exchanging stories with other people. That's the kind of energy we're getting here. So you might have some kind of staycation booked for the end of the year. You're definitely on someone's mind at the moment. Someone's reflecting about you at the moment. And it almost seems a little bit cold and calculating. It's like someone wants to come in to give you some kind of wake-up call, or just to dash your confidence. And you're like, try your best. I'm not fazed. You're too busy. You're too busy getting the bag. You're too busy working on your abundance. You're fully supported as you devote yourself to the divine life purpose of your dreams. Now's the time to release and surrender. You've got the angels around you at the moment. Light beings. Which is really interesting because I've been seeing light beings lately. And I also read an article the other day. And the article said something like, humans are actually made up of 70% light. I didn't know that. It was like a scientific study. So humans are actually light beings. So that makes a lot of sense. The thought in my mind came to like, that's why people that aren't as light as you try to bring you down. People that aren't as bright as you, they try to bring you down for a reason. Because we're all made up of light, and the ones that are kind of dim sparks try to pull you down. That's always the case though, isn't it? What else, Spirit? So it kind of seems like you're coming into a really significant time. This is source energy. It seems like, God is on your side. You are favored. You are anointed by the Most High. So if anyone tries to come up against you, they will regret it. They will regret it. Seize the moment. Carpe diem is coming through again. So it's like, Spirit is saying you have some kind of grifter in your energy. And if they try anything with you, I feel as though the divine will give them a bit of a smack. So don't worry about it. Let's see what's going on in the energy. What else do they need to know, Spirit? You have the Milky Way. So you could be stargazing soon, seeing life as magical, the mystical. It does kind of seem like that in the general energy at the moment. Kind of seems like there's magic in the air. This is saying you have lost your perspective, so it's time to step back, breathe, and allow yourself to detach in order to gather information from your senses and regain your perspective about a situation. So detach from everyone. The witness, that internal aspect of yourself that simply observes everything in your life, offers his or her eyes here through the lenses of pure awareness. So you're opening your mind and clearing your vision. So you're an open-minded person. Most people have closed-off minds. But you know what? You're not arrogant. You can keep learning from life. Some people are arrogant because they think they've learned all their lessons and they think that there's nothing else life can teach them. You have to be careful of those types of people. They are dangerous. They are people that kind of stagnate your energy and try to pull you down. They're anchors. You have the mountain, so you're coming into a time of strength. You're going to be walking up that mountain and you're going to be getting all the way to the top. It's reminding me of that Miley song, It's the Climb. Don't really know how it goes. Should I look up the lyrics? It's the climb. One sec. Every step I'm taking, every move I make feels lost with no direction. My faith is shaken. It's not really the melody, is it? It's the climb. Oh yeah, here we go. There's always gonna be another mountain. I'm always gonna wanna make it move. Always gonna be an uphill battle. Sometimes you're gonna have to lose. Ain't about how fast you get there. Ain't about what's waiting on the other side. It's the climb. So this kind of seems almost like it's not about the destination. It's the journey that makes you resilient. That's what it's giving. What else do you want to say, Spirit? You have created this situation and now you have the power to change it. So you could be painting, you're creating something. That's what it's giving. Thank you for letting me lean on your strength and for reminding me of my personal power. Please guide me to manifest and heal according to the divine will, creating peace and blessings for everyone involved. You also have emergence caregivers. So yeah, you're coming into a time of peace. Lapis lazuli could be relevant for you as well. This is saying find inner peace and comfort in order to release the fear of the unknown. So yeah, it could be that you've stepped into a new timeline and you're like, having some fears and doubts around that. Like, am I going to be able to pull this off? You know, what's next? Am I going to be able to do this? Is everything going to be okay? Spirit's saying, yeah, it is going to be okay. Get out of your head. It's not the time to be all up in your head. Now they want you to be feeling things out instinctually. That's what they're saying. Hawk feathers could be relevant. I don't know why I'm hearing Cincinnati. I don't even know where it is, but Cincinnati could be relevant. You could be really scoping out dream houses or just doing something in the home where you might be shifting things around. It definitely feels like there could be an incoming change to your environment. And Spirit is saying, let it in. Let the changes in. What else do they need to know, Spirit? Oh, you have great abundance. Number 5. Great abundance. During a period of abundance, it's skillful to show benevolence and to share the fruits of one's good fortune. Think of good deeds now as a hedge against scarcity in the future. You could be hedging against inflation as well. You could be investing. Yeah, that's a good omen though. Nice. You've definitely broken through a cycle here. What else do they need to know, Spirit? This is saying measure and learn. Remember those success metrics we defined earlier? Blah, blah, blah. You have 3 decisions to choose from at this point. You could make some changes to optimize results. Some strategies might require several weeks to truly determine whether or not they should be part of your ongoing campaign. Okay, so it feels like you're making some kind of I don't want to say truce with yourself. You're making a promise to yourself. That's what it's giving. Where it could be quite new to you. It's just like, am I going to be able to do this though? It's just like, yes, you're not going to break the promise to yourself. But maybe you need a few weeks to kind of get your bearings. Like if you're quitting smoking or quitting some kind of addiction, sometimes it doesn't happen overnight. Sometimes you stumble a bit for a couple of weeks. It's not like you're going to be perfect. And I'm almost getting the feeling that this person that was in your energy, the one that was trying to feed you self-doubt, it's like they could be saying something to you like, oh, you know, you think you're someone you're not. And it's just like, well, people that say things like that, they don't really understand how manifestation works. Because of course you need to create your dream self, and you're not going to become that dream self overnight. It's like you're done with the past version of yourself, but you could be halfway through the process. And it's like you don't need negative people coming in and saying, oh, you're trying to be something you're not. And it's just like, well, we're all works in progress. There's nothing wrong with that. That is how you manifest. Like, I've never understood that phrase. I don't like people that use that kind of phrase either. It definitely shows a scarcity mindset on their end. So ignore people that give you kind of negativity like that right now, because now is a crucial turning point for you. It kind of feels like, as corny as this is to say, it kind of feels like you're getting out of some kind of cocoon period where you're about to fly again. But it's all kind of new and fresh, so you don't need negative people around being like, boo, you're not going to be able to do it. It's just like, F off, loser. It's like, you're going to be able to do this. You know you can. Anyway, let's get you an affirmation for the road. You have the 9 of Hearts with this eye here. So you've got some stalkers watching you. The Star of David could also be relevant. These could be the people that are watching. I don't know, don't shoot the messenger. This is saying, I am blessed, I am protected, I am grateful, I am fulfilled, I am love. So you are loved. Your ancestors love you. Anyway, I hope you like the reading, and hopefully I'll see you again next time. Sending you love. Bye, friend.